Greetings, I'm Shinella, as you may possibly know, and I'm currently looking at the PTR of 6.0. I'm having to tell you, I'm absolutely loving it. Now, I'm going to start talking about several topics in the PTR of 6.0, so you can be informed a little bit more. Starting off with the gems, because gems are becoming quite important these days. Then the stats, because we all know there has been a stat squish, and the stats are going to be changing. Best in slot armor obviously is going to change as well, because gems have changed, stats have changed, so that means your armor will have to change as well. Next off, bonus armor. This is the biggest flaw in the whole 6.0 patch, but more importantly, I think also the only flaw. And then last but not least, the difficulty changes, because we all know that difficulty has been changed. Starting off with the gems, it seems that gems are becoming much more important. They are not being nerfed except for the Dragon's Eye gems, which are dual crafting only, and they give now the same amount as Wrath of Lich King gems. However, I believe they still become buffed to their original purpose once you enter a battleground. So if you are PvP, you might possibly still use them. The gems are becoming so important right now that they say you had a gem giving 10 strength. They still give 10 strength in the next expansion. However, there has been a stat squish, so 10 strength is becoming much more important. Now, as I said, the stat squish has been out there. This will be live in 6.0. Well, you might have guessed that. But the stat squish is so significant that everything between item level 115 and 164 will give the same amount of stats distributed amongst different stats. Now what I mean by this is, say for example, I'm giving you random numbers. These numbers are not true, but I'm giving you random numbers just to give you the idea. Let's say you have a chest piece which gives 30 stamina and 30 agility. And you see a chest piece drop. Let's say your first chest piece was item level 120. And you see a chest piece drop of 164, which gives you agility, stamina, haste, and critical. Now the thing is, you will not be getting 30 stamina and 30 agility, because those are only for 2 stats. Now you will be getting 15 stamina, 15 strength, let's say 20, just because they're secondary stats, 20 haste and 20 critical. So you'll be getting the same amount of stats, but distributed amongst different kinds of stats. And of course the distribution will be different, so one chest piece might be giving 35 stamina and 25 agility, and another chest piece might be giving 35 agility and 25 stamina, things like that. So your armor, your best in slot armor, will be changing significantly as well, because you will be looking not for how much stats they give, but where they give their stats. The only problem into all of this, as I said before, the only flaw in whole 6.0 that I can find right now is bonus armor. Because us tanks will be getting bladed armor, which gives you the same amount of attack power depending on the amount of bonus armor that you have. So let's say I've got the shield Bulwark of Azeroth on me. Now when this procs, I get 2000 bonus armor. This is a lot of attack power. Now I've averagely got 500 to 600 attack power, and this shield gives me 2000 bonus armor. Changes to attack power, that's 2000. However, I did notice there has been some kind of diminishing return, at least I hope not, because I'm actually hoping there being a limit. So far I can tell you that 2000 attack, bonus armor becomes 1100. And I'm hoping this becomes the same as a limit, like maximum 1100. Still a lot, but kind of comparable to Vengeance, which we have lost as a tank in 6.0. Now, the other thing that I can tell you is that some other pieces, like the rings and several trinkets which you can use on demand, will become really overpowered. So tanks will probably be using these items. Now, apart from that, I can't really give you much more information apart from difficulty. Now the difficulty has been risen significantly, and when I'm talking significantly, I'm talking really, really significantly. Just give you some kind of a comparison, I'm going to be fighting the Fell Reaver in the PTR. Now on the live service I would kill him in around about 30 seconds to maybe 1 minute. When it comes to the live service, I can't even kill him. And that is where the things really start to show up. Because if I can't kill him, then that means things are becoming really, really more difficult. I've also been trying to go into the Tempest Keep. I've tried other raids, but I couldn't enter the other raids. But when I'm inside the Tempest Keep, you might see that I'm actually not able to kill the first trash mobs. The first trash mobs are absolutely murdering me. And this is where it brings out that I am in fact not capable of doing things on my own again. I haven't been able to enter Karazhan either, otherwise I've given you the information on there. But as far as I've heard from other people, this is still not possible. So things are becoming really difficult, and I think we might actually go back to our own content. The Burning Crusade Twinks, the 70 Twinks, are going back to level 70 targets. Now I did try fighting higher level mobs. But I'm talking regular higher level mobs, so mobs in the Storm Peaks and in Crystal Song Forest. Now, if I pull them in a group, they actually managed to do significant damage to me, enough to actually kill me if I didn't panic there and use my shield wall, for example. As you can see in the background, either now or later, or if you haven't seen it already. Things are becoming a lot more difficult, and I'm liking this. I'm really, really, really liking this. The only problem, as said before, is the bonus armor thing. I'm really hoping they are putting a limit onto that, or there's some kind of strong diminishing return eventually, so it doesn't get us too overpowered. But as it stands now, I'm not a fan of the bonus armor thing. It does keep us from doing no damage whatsoever, but still it does keep us away from being regular as well. But we'll see in the future. As it stands now, I'm really happy with what we've got. Now, if there are any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to put them down in the comment section below, and I will answer them as properly as possible, as quick as possible, and with the most amount of information as I can offer. About the diminishing returns or whatever, the bonus armor thing, I will be giving further information about this in the description below, so adding in capital letters that this will have a limit or it will not have a limit. That information is still being sought after. So if you did like the video, please do not forget to press the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So do have a nice day everyone, and I'll see you next time.